have happened to a better person?
Yep, it could. Guy does everything right, cares, works hard, understands his role, provides a lot for us, honestly. I mean, that was a bomb that he did. I mean, that was, you know, what he's done. I'm happy for us and Eli that he got to experience that.
Is that a tough role when you sit and you wait day after day and
it's
get
not
a
hard.
good
It's
attitude?
not hard or easy to be a bench player, role player, when the at-bats are sporadic and all that. I mean, you got to understand your role, how you prepare. I mean, he's still taking ground balls in the infield every day and all that, just in case. So yeah, it's a hard job.
Was this just a doubt for Verdugo?
Yeah, you know, I talked to him last night because it started in the back of my mind as I talked to him that, you know, you didn't have spring training. And all of a sudden, you know, you're doing so good, I want you out there, but by the same token, I want to be cognizant of the fact that you didn't have spring training. And I don't want you, you know, so I think we got to be aware of that. And I'll talk to him it was good. You know, he's ready to hit in the eighth if we needed him. But I think just, you know, we're getting him back in game shape. It's different playing in you know, you put a major leaguer in a minor league rehab game, the juices aren't the same as they are when it comes up here.
Did you think of pinch hitting him there?
Yeah, well, I was pitch hitting him next because I knew that I said they're going to walk you anyway. So I got to pick the two guys that I want to hit because they're not going to pitch to him there.
When you see Eli, what he did, would he have even? I mean, you got to look. Had he not played the infield, I mean, you almost have to wonder, would he have even made the team? I mean, he made that effort.
I think playing the infield just added to the fact that we wanted him more, but I just think the speed element trumped everything. When you had him coming off the bench, and you know, we know we're going to have to run for probably the catchers and Marcel. And I think the speed would have trumped the fact that he couldn't, you know, he wasn't available in the infield just because he's a difference maker running. He's probably one of the fastest guys, you know, around. So yeah, and that just adds to it. We told him that last year at the end of the year, and when he came to spring training, that we're gonna, you know, he was out there vaulting. I got into him early, played him a lot in the infield because we knew he could play the outfield. So we got him a lot of reps in the infield just so I think we could put our eyes on it. And then if something happens late in the game or whatever, and he's got to go there, we'll feel good about it.
He's another guy that has kind of given you a big hit late, you know, 8th inning in his homestand, helped you guys to 5-1.
Yeah, I know. It was a great homestand, you know, and a lot of comeback wins. You know, bullpen again today. You know, kudos to Bryce how he regrouped in that first inning. You know, I think I looked up there and he had 9 balls and 1 strike and then 2 outs. And then, you know, but he regrouped and it was really efficient to go through 6. And where we came from yesterday, it kind of, you know, it was kind of a tough situation yesterday because you don't usually use the next day's starter at 5 o'clock in the evening before. You know, you usually have 3 or 4 days to prepare for it. So that was huge for Bryce to give us those 6.
And even more important than the fact that he's probably going to have to make some starts for you guys now with your situation as it is with your other starters. Bryce.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. When, you know, it's guys go down and we weren't ready. You know, I can even kind of feel the last game, you know, a few balls right down the line maybe, and you know, what I know he knows about, you know, he needs to get ahead of guy. He needs to get the ball over the plate. And after the first inning, he did. It was really good.
How about Michael getting offense going? He had 3 hits today.
Yeah, no, that was a big hit. You know, big hit to tie the game. Great read by Nick Allen off second, off a tough lefty. Yeah, I felt a lot better today. You know, Alex wasn't playing and hitting Michael with where his at-bats have been the whole homestand. You know, kind of felt good that, okay, he's kind of ready for this again. So, you know, he made some, it was a very productive, I think, homestand for Michael. Just because he made some adjustments in approach, and I think it's really paid off for him.
Along with those 5 wins, you kind of, Michael feels better about that. Olsen had some balls fall. Are there a lot of things that you feel better about your team maybe?
Yeah, no, a
they
lot,
did a week
I
ago?
think, yeah. I kind of feel us, you know, creeping back where we want to be, playing good baseball, we're getting guys going, you know, Austin, you could say Matt, Nick's had some really good at bats. You know, Michael, it's, Verdugo's been awesome since we got him. So yeah, Murph continued to, and Drake, you know, he's had a couple big hits this series too, so. Feel good about the whole thing, you know, it's gonna be nice, you know, they always talk about the happy flight thing, and, you know, we're gonna be in the air a long time, I probably won't see much of it, but, you know, it's kinda nice, it's a good feeling to, cause this is, we're in for all we can handle that next series with the Diamondbacks.
All right, let's go with it.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks.